Okay, looks like we're live.
Okay, we're good.
All right, good. Welcome to just a little quick test broadcast that we're doing. I have Ralph Renzetti here, who is just joining us, and I know that some of you, this was not something that you had any warning about. This is just simply a test broadcast. But of course, in the replay of this, you get a chance to see that, in fact, what we're doing here is we're actually advertising that we're going to be doing a live stream this coming Monday, June 28th, I believe.
That's huge.
Yep.
And that Ralph and I are going to be doing a bit of a live stream supporting the Down and Dirty weathering contest, and we get a chance to come together and talk about all things weathering as the contest is going forward. And so just make a schedule on Monday, June 28th at 7 o'clock, I believe, Eastern Standard Time. And so that is the time that we're planning on going live. And so one of the things that we're going to be doing that is a major feature of it is how would you weather this challenge? And we have our director who's in the background, Andy Crawford, is sitting there, and he's going to be throwing images at us, and we're going to be, and these are prototypes, and we're going to be saying, how would you weather this? And so that we're going to be going through this, and we get a chance to see this, and so we're going to see these pictures the same time you do. And we're going to give our feedback as to what we would do to weather this, because Ralph's methods and my methods are different, but we can talk about different methods and things to look out for that would be signature pieces on weathering. Now, Ralph, do you have anything to add at this point? Because this is just a short little advertising video that we're doing, and I'm glad that we have a few of you joining us for this very brief live stream.
I have nothing to add. You've covered it all. We have Andy Crawford in the background. He's our producer. This is in conjunction with JC's Rip Track and Model Railroading Live. So we're going to be doing this, as JC said, on Monday to answer your questions on how to do weathering. Our take from both of us to help you as part of this Down and Dirty 3.
And Human City Junction actually just asked the question, is this going to be every Monday or just one Monday? Well, we're going to do one Monday for sure, and we're going to see the response for that moving forward. But there will be more than one of these shows going forward. Whether it's every Monday is, I think, a matter of scheduling, but we thought, let's give this first one a try and go from there.
You wanted to mention about your airbrush review.
Yes, we do. And we also have my son, because this is a test broadcast. My son is right here. Anyway, I need to do a little bit of mea culpa on my airbrush review that I published a couple of weeks back. And of course, we have it right here. A few people pointed out to me, not just in the comments, but also in some conversations that I had, that I missed a fairly major feature of this portable airbrush. I mean, I went through most of it, but there was one small thing that you can change the air pressure with this, and I completely missed it in the interview. So my apologies. That's one additional bonus feature to this, that on the bottom, a button that I thought was merely the battery tester, which is right here, actually changes the air pressure. So when you have it like this, and then if you want to change the air pressure, you flip it over, press the button again, and then in this case, I moved it from higher pressure to lower pressure. And so that gives this just a little bit more versatility, because now what that pressure is, I have no idea. I need to actually test it against my airbrush downstairs as to what sort of pressure is coming out of it. But here, things I feel stupid about. But anyway, that's my little mea culpa there. So, Human City Junction, yes. So in answer to your question, we're just doing it this Monday because of time and availability, but we won't be doing necessarily a regularly scheduled one, or we'll try and find a slot that works. It just happens to be that Ralph, Andy, who's helping us produce this, and myself that's the time that we are available next week to do this.
So I put a note in there to Heath from Human City. If he has any questions prior to Monday, send them to me, and we will address them on Monday on his behalf, and then he can go back and watch the video.
Yep.
Oh.
And maybe what we can do is we can also just as an acknowledgement to that, we can give a little shout out to Human City Junction about his live streams as well. I think that it would be a courteous thing to do.
Fair enough.
So I think that just about covers it. Just for the fun of it, Andy, if you want to just show an example of how we're going to actually do this as a picture broadcast, do you want to throw up that the picture that you showed us of that one
NW car?
Yeah,
the NW car.
Cool. And
we lost him.
There. Oh.
It's way in the back there.
There we go. It's hiding in the back. Again, one thing about this is just a test broadcast. There we go. But here's an example of how we're going to do this. And Ralph and I will not have any warning as to what's coming up. And so one of the things that we may do is also take suggestions on certain pieces that come up that we might be able to see. That if you've got something that you would like to see, how would we weather this? You can share those pictures as well. But we have to make sure that we get, like, Ralph and I don't want to see them ahead of time, so we have to make sure that we actually have a way of getting those pictures to Andy to show us. And probably what we may do is make sure, if Andy's a moderator, if you post the link in the chat, it automatically holds it, but Andy might be able to see it and retrieve that picture for you. I think, Andy, do you think that would work? If we could do it that way? I'm seeing a thumbs up from him, so I think we're okay. So.
Oh my God! So who stepped on the cat?
Yeah, that would be Ian. He just lost a game, and unfortunately, a 6-year-old. Oh, anyway, Ian, do you want to come say hi to everybody? Here we go. He's just over here. Here's my little wire threader. He was underneath the layout, actually helping me thread some wire. He's the right height for it, so that was great for him. So. We were just going to go for about 15 minutes. I think we've got about six minutes left. There we go. If you're looking at doing any picture suggestions that you'd like to see, you can just email them to Andy@modelrailroadinglive.com. So also wanted to make there we go. I love this program. This is great. But the other thing that I also want to do is just to do a quick shout out to Midwest Model Railroad, who is the main prize sponsor. That if Andy takes down the picture, we can actually see their logo just across the bottom. It's Midwest Model. The MidwestModelRR.com is the email address there, and you can hear my son being very upset with the game beside me, who's stomping things out. But anyway, so Andy is actually posting things on my behalf, thanks to the program, because we're doing this as a kind of a co-broadcast as well. So I think technically, this is working well. And for everybody who is just watching this afterwards, again, just as a reminder, please join us on Monday, June 28th at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and so that is 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific, and we can we'll go from there. And anything else you want to add, Ralph?
No, we'll just discuss weathering techniques. Any problems that the contestants may have or have questions they want to ask.
Mm-hmm. And if
we're here to help out.
And if you're not a contestant and you're still interested in checking things out, or you're thinking about being a contestant, you have some questions, this would also be a good opportunity to do that. So